Come to DSW for the shoes, stay for the fun. Because let's be honest, if shoe shopping isn't fun, are you even doing it right? So go ahead, try something new. Try something different. Good different. Try something that feels like you. You know, the real you. And then definitely brag about it later. Because at DSW, you've got unlimited freedom to play. With sneakers, boots, and everything in between for every style, mood, and occasion, you'll definitely find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. DSW. Let us surprise you.
Always follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Welcome in. We're live in downtown Las Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino. We will talk Jets-Dolphins first game, Monday Night Football doubleheader here in a minute, but a couple of news items just breaking in the NFL for the upcoming week. It looks like the MRI confirmed that it is a high ankle sprain for Joe Alt. He will seek additional opinions to determine how long he is out, but they are expecting now several weeks. Another huge offensive lineman, big name there for the Chargers, injured. And the list of injuries continues to grow for the 49ers. As Brock Purdy, the toe, he was listed as a non-participant on today's estimated injury report, along with wide receivers Jawan Jennings, ankle, rib, and Ricky Pearsall, his knee. He was banged up in the game yesterday. This is a tweet from Tom Pelissaro. Kyle Shanahan said Purdy reported soreness after the return to action, and they, of course, had to play on a short week now against the Rams on the road, and they're catching 5.5 in that game. And we head out now to the Progressive Guest Line and go to South Beach, where our next guest is live at the stadium for the game tonight. Dan Leberfeld joins the program. Jets Confidential Magazine at Jets Whispers on X. Dan, thanks for the time today. How are you?
Good. I'm at beautiful Hard Rock Stadium. And I have to tell you guys, I don't know if you guys have been here, but one of the great renovation jobs in U.S. stadium history, because Joe Robbie Stadium was a dump. Mm-hmm. And what Stephen Ross and his people did with this stadium, I'm telling you right now, I've never seen a transformation like this. It's a really nice stadium. So I'm right outside the press box, ready to roll with you guys.
Very good. Let's start here. I look at some of the advanced numbers on this Jets defense that we've been told so much about for the last 2 or 3 years, and I'll just use DVOA. They are 24th overall in the league. They're 30th against the pass. They're actually pretty decent against the rush. But are you in that same boat here? Yet again, another season where this Jets defense, is overrated?
Yeah, third year in a row, vastly overrated. I don't know about, some of the numbers coming out of the 2024 season. It's one of those things where you look at analytics and metrics and you're like, that's fine and dandy. You put those numbers up there. I'm here every day. That doesn't pass the eye test. And, as far as the pass rush, right? Last week, they faced a Tampa Bay team. It's well documented how many offensive line injuries. I know they got Wirfs back this week, but they didn't have Wirfs last week. The right tackle was out. Mock, the guard, was out. The two starters that were in the lineup, who were previous starters, were playing out of position. Bredesen at center instead of guard. And the Jets had one sack in the game, a shared sack between Quincy Williams and Harrison Phillips, the nose tackle. That was it. And Jermaine Johnson was out, which hurts him. But the man of the hour, Will McDonald, who had that sensational blocked punt where he jumped over the line. Yeah. Are you guys aware that he didn't register on the stat sheet? He didn't have a stat.
Wow.
He didn't have a tackle. He didn't have a sack. He didn't have a quarterback hit. And that's their top edge rusher against the line that was a patchwork unit, to put it lightly. So they don't have a great pass rush. Jermaine Johnson is out again. So even though the Dolphins don't have a great line, I expect Tua and this passing offense from Miami with that track team out there to have some success tonight.
Very good. I also keep going defensive route as far as the head coach, and they can't fix it either. So offensively, when we talked to you, you were concerned about the Fields-Wilson connection. Wilson's put up good numbers, but what do you make of this offense so far, and if Fields will have success through the air tonight?
Well, the last time we saw Justin Fields was a couple of games ago against Buffalo, and he played 3 quarters and change. He got knocked out of the game early in the fourth quarter with a concussion. He finished the game, as you guys know, with 27 yards passing. Mm-hmm. And that Buffalo defense is not going to be disguised. I know this is one of your favorite units as far as you guys go. The Purple People Eaters, right?
Yes.
I just had a mental blank as to which one of you was from Minnesota. I apologize. So I made you both Viking fans for the second there. But they couldn't move the ball on that Buffalo defense. I mean, Spencer Rattler didn't light it up yesterday, but that New Orleans offense did some things. So last time we saw Justin Fields, he throws for 27 yards. And people nationally, the narrative, the Jets are getting their starting quarterback back, Justin Fields. What does that even mean? Tyrod Taylor last week against Tampa, and I'm not putting Tyrod Taylor in Canton, but the guy was getting hit on almost every play by Todd Bowles' blitzing. The guy was staying in there, and a lot of those Garrett Wilson catches you're referring to, the quarterback was lit up on those plays, and he stood in there and threw the ball. We all know Justin Fields holds the ball too long. They wouldn't have had the results against Tampa with Justin Fields the way Todd Bowles blitzes. So I don't even know what it means getting Justin Fields back. I don't know what you guys think. It's one of those narratives where we say they're getting their starting quarterback back. What does it truly mean?
Well, it's interesting because, yes, the Buccaneers absolutely blitz a ton. And I'm looking at numbers for Miami. This is through 3 weeks anyway. Their blitz rate is as high as any team in the entire league. So, can they take anything away from what happened last week in that game against the Buccaneers? Although, again, that was a 2-score game until late in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. I was doing some work previewing last week's Texans-Titans game, and there was a soundbite from D'Amico Ryans because they were having issues picking up the blitz. And D'Amico Ryans said entering the Titans game, I expect people to keep blitzing because until we show them we could stop it. So I would say the same thing with the Jets there. Their offensive line is not bad, but the blitz pickup from their running backs wasn't great last week. And, Mason Taylor is a heck of a prospect at the tight end position. But like a lot of rookie tight ends, he needs a lot of work on his blocking. Obviously a big game for him. He basically grew up in this stadium as Jason Taylor's son, went to a ton of games. So an exciting game for Mason Taylor, but really good rookie receiving tight end, needs some work on his blocking. So, I expect the Dolphins to dial up a lot of blitzes tonight.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Mason Taylor. The homecoming for him, there's going to be a lot of family, from what I understand, of his in the stadium tonight. And Aaron Glenn was talking this week about how they want to pay off all of his hard work. Do you think they're going to design plays and target him maybe early and often in this game?
Well, if you're a Jets fan, you would hope they would not let emotional heartstrings, impact play calling. Mm-hmm. As far as because here's the thing with Mason Taylor, and I am not attacking the kid. He's got a tremendous upside. That blitz in the Buffalo game where Justin Fields got concussed, that was on him. He didn't pick it up well. Mm-hmm. So he needs a lot of work on his blocking. The receiving thing's right there. He's already assembled on that front coming from LSU, but the blocking needs some work. So we'll see what they do with him as far as, because Jeremy Ruckert is the better blocker. Mason Taylor is the better receiver. So it'll be a mix and match situation there.
Very good. Dynamite info. What do you make of the sense of urgency from both these teams sitting here at 0-3, and the Dolphins are a 2.5-point favorite at some books, like where we're at now, Dan, at circa, they're 3 elsewhere. What do you make of the point spread in this spot?
It sounds just about right. I think the Dolphins, have some edges here physically. I mean, that Jets game, Tampa, it was brutally hot. I know it won't be as hot because it's an evening game, but the Jets are coming off a game that was very emotional, tremendous heat. So, and they come back and they have to go on the road again to Florida. Dolphins coming off Thursday night football. And I'll tell you what, people might not love Mike McDaniel as a head coach, but I think we can all agree he's a pretty good offensive play caller. You give that guy extra time to prepare against a defense that goes for all the eye candy, goes for all the cheese. What I mean by that is all the motions and misdirection stuff. This team bites on that stuff, hook, line, and sinker. So you give McDaniel extra time in the lab to come up with a lot of that misdirection stuff. With the Jets biting on a lot of that, that could lead to some big plays for the Dolphins. And also, Tyreek Hill's a bad matchup for these two corners because Sauce Gardner's a good player. He's kind of had an up and down year, but he's 6'3". Tyreek's 5'8" with that short area quickness and 4.3 speed. While Sauce is really good, do you think Tyreek with that ability to shift in short areas is a good matchup for a long-legged corner. I don't think it's a great matchup.
Damn, you're reading my mind here because that's the next guy I wanted to bring you up on the show here with you and the matchup. And we have like 2 minutes here left, Dan. How do you think that goes overall? Like people have suggested that Sauce is going to shadow him tonight, and it could be a good game for Waddle. But overall, what do you think between those two guys on the Dolphins playing wide receiver here?
Yeah, one of the problems with the shadowing, and you saw that in the Jets loss to Pittsburgh, was Sauce Gardner shadowed DK Metcalf. That makes sense. They're both 6'3" receivers, can climb the ladder and, play that rebounding game like basketball. The problem was on the other side was Calvin Austin, and Stevens, the corner opposite Sauce, is another big corner, 6'1", 215. So it's great that you had Sauce shadowing DK, and I know Stevens, a lot of people aren't huge fans. He hasn't been bad the last 2 games, but you put him on a Calvin Austin, who's 5'8", with 4.3 speed and short area quickness like Tyreek, he couldn't stay with him. So I don't know about the shadowing of Sauce and Tyreek, if that's such a good idea. But I'll tell you one thing, because I know we're short on time. This Jets defense that we talked about before throughout the interview, if you hire a defensive head coach, if you're Woody Johnson and you hire a guy like Aaron Glenn, you're throwing the car keys to Steve Wilkes to run the defense. So you say, Aaron, you run the defense. That's how you made your bones in this league. Let's be honest about Steve Wilkes. He's a good man. He's a really good man. But he was fired after 1 year in San Francisco as the defensive coordinator. And Kyle Shanahan had to call timeout in overtime of the Super Bowl because he didn't like a defensive play calling. I don't get hiring Aaron Glenn as your head coach and him farming out the defense to Steve Wilkes. Does that make any sense to you guys?
Very good.
Yes.
It's a great spot, Dan, as always. Yes. Thanks so much for the time. We got to run here, but enjoy the game tonight. We really appreciate it.
Anytime, guys. Always a pleasure.
There you go. Dan Leberfeld, publisher of Gents Confidential magazine, and you can follow him on X at Jets Whispers.
NFL season's rolling. Every snap brings new opportunities. Make sure you got the edge with VSiN Pro. Save 40% on our football season special with Follow the Money promo code FTM. Access to everything we do across every sport through the Super Bowl. Every best bet, every host, every guest, the betting splits, the proven betting systems, the pro tools. Great stuff with the prop analyzer, the video replays as well. Lock it in, 40% off today, code FTM.
I am going to blow Paulie's mind with a prop that I found 15 minutes ago for these games tonight.
Come to DSW for the shoes, stay for the fun. Because let's be honest, if shoe shopping isn't fun, are you even doing it right? So go ahead, try something new. Try something different. Good different. Try something that feels like you. You know, the real you. And then definitely brag about it later. Because at DSW, you've got unlimited freedom to play. With sneakers, boots, and everything in between for every style, mood, and occasion, you'll definitely find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. DSW. Let us surprise you.
Confronting high credit card debt can feel scary. But the good news is, if you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, financial relief options are now available. National Debt Relief is currently offering debt relief designed to reduce what you owe, fast-tracking your way to being debt-free. If you qualify for debt relief, you may be able to pay back significantly less than what you owe and save thousands of dollars. Imagine only paying one low monthly program payment you can afford and saving money as you become debt-free. National Debt Relief has already helped bring debt relief to over 550,000 U.S. consumers, earning thousands of 5-star reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. You're stronger than your credit card debt. Take the first step and visit nationaldebtrelief.com to see what debt relief you qualify for. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
We'll have baseball numbers here for the playoffs beginning tomorrow, coming up in a few minutes. I was actually going to, on the air today, ask for books to post this prop, and I found it about 15 minutes ago.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, you're damn right you're going to be excited about this. First of all, to recap here, people just tuning in right now, we've had 15 block kicks so far this year. 15. 9 at this point last year. 11 field goals have been blocked, four punts.
11 field goals?
Yeah. Not even through all of 4 weeks. So I was going to ask books to post, will each game have a blocked field goal? Found it.
You're kidding.
Found it. BetMGM has it. And I bet it 3 different ways.
How's it worded?
It's right under when you go to...
Both games, each game?
Just go to the individual game.
Right.
And then so when you click like on all wagers, then you can break down like which market you want to attack, right? And you have to go all the way over to the right, and they will have field goals made. And under field goals made, it just pops up block field goal. Yes, 10-1. So they're offering 10-1 on both games tonight, each game separately.
Yeah, great.
And I parlayed it for 120-1. Little pizza money here action tonight.
You're kidding.
No, they took it. They took it.
That's great.
They allowed me to parlay it.
Good. Stuff I'm talking about. This is great.
Why not?
You know, I don't like what's going on at DraftKings and the other stuff either. You know, they're the only place that does the 3-way with longest made field goal. That's not right. Like if Dallas plays Green Bay and there's not a field goal, that should be a push. You shouldn't lose on that. Even or if it's a tie. Like if I make a 43 and you make a 43. You know, the other stuff, not putting it up, 1.5, 2.5. I mean, come on now. Just they're simple kicking props and stuff like that. But you got to give people what they want too. And right now, this is the.
It's hot.
Yes, it is.
Damn.
It is hot.
It's popping here.
Yeah.
Trending. So, okay.
It's been big.
Good job by them by creating that market anyway to bet into. And I'll be dancing like crazy just for a little bit of money, obviously. But if it happens, it'd be fun as hell.
Well, the Jets already got one.
Yeah.
Why not? It was a good breakdown too from Warren Sharp about some tells and what the Bears found with the Raiders.
Beautiful breakdown.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so tomorrow we'll be live on the air during a couple of these baseball games. I'm super excited for the series to begin. I mean, how can you not be about this Yankees-Red Sox matchup that we get? Specifically tomorrow's game?
I can't believe these matchups, how it's worked. Can you believe how it fell?
Well, it's beautiful for, I mean...
Red Sox, Yankees, Padres, Cubs. We get Detroit, Cleveland again. Can the Guardians beat Scooble 3 times in, 10 days, 2 weeks, whatever it is? And not only is it Boston, New York, you're right, look at the pitching matchup.
I mean, it's Fried against Crochet. Tomorrow, they've already announced Bayo versus Rodon.
Oh, that's no good.
Oh, it's no good for Boston.
No, that's terrible. And that's why the Yankees are such a big... Giolito's out. No Giolito.
I know it.
So you got to go Bayo, who's been terrible, and that's why the Yankees are as high. I saw him as high as a 210 favorite now to win the series.
So I want to bet the Red Sox, though, tomorrow.
The double? You want the double?
And then come back and bet the Yankees, yeah.
Here, let me give you the double.
I'm sure you can bet in order, like how the series is going to go.
You can. Yes.
I would probably go Red Sox game 1, Yankees game 2, Yankees game 3.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, that's where I'll give DraftKings they got good stuff up with that.
So
you can bet the double, and they'll have plenty of props, and we'll talk to our guy Eric Biggio at Caesars and Will Hill.
Okay, good.
He'll put that stuff up there. Always got a good stuff. Red Sox, the double. Game 1 series double. Okay.
While you're looking, I'll give you this. Yep. Crochet, 4 starts against the Yanks this year. 3-0. The ERA 3.29, but 39 Ks. That's 12.8 Ks per 9. But then look at who he's going against in Max Fried. 3 starts, 1-1, a 1.96 ERA and almost 11 Ks per 9. Now his whip in those games, 1.4, which little high there. But I mean, Crochet stepped up big time in all these games against New York this year.
Right. Yep. I like the over. I think 7's too low, and I like Crochet, but I think there's too much firepower here offensively. And the Yankees have been awesome. With
their
bats.
Lineup is going to be dangerous.
So many guys are going to. I need more than this. It's only 6-1. Game 1 Boston, Game 2 Yankees, Game 3 Boston.
Yeah. Okay.
No good.
And then Tigers, Guardians, basically a pick 'em. Okay, so I'll just give you, do regular season matchups mean anything? Scooble against the Guardians, 4 starts, 1-1. The ERA was 0.64. 28 innings, 2 earned the entire time, 40 Ks, that's 12.9 Ks per 9. But Williams is going to go, right? Is that official?
It is Gavin Williams.
Okay, so he can trump what Scooble did, because against the Tigers in 3 starts, a 1.06 ERA and 15.5 Ks per 9 with a sub 0.9 whip. So as great as Scooble was in those starts against the Guardians, Gavin Williams was just as good. And I don't know. To me, this the obvious play seems to be first 3, first 5 under in that game.
I was going to say the same thing.
You get out of there.
I don't want the full game.
Yeah.
Bullpen shenanigans. 6 is low. Yep.
Maybe even you can bet first 7 innings at some books as well.
Yeah. Now, what do you want to do with the Cubs series? The Cubs have a home playoff game, non-COVID, I think, for the first time since 2018. The bad news where Horton's out. You're going Boyd, who's been a gas can.
Yeah.
Boyd's going against Pivetta. But are the Padres good? Against playoff teams, they're 10 games under 500.
I saw that. That's not what you want going into the playoffs here.
Minus 50 run differential.
Well, then that probably tells you that they're not that good.
Wow. But I can't go there with Boyd. I don't want Boyd.
And here's another reason why I think the Padres are just like completely average, to be honest. They know they have an elite bullpen, but beyond that, they had the softest schedule in the entire sport entering the month of September. And how many times did we say on the air over the last, 6 weeks, it's sitting there right there. Go ahead, take the division. The Dodgers are saying, you want it? Come take it.
That's right.
And they would refuse to do it.
I forgot to mention this too. The Guardians are the first American League team since the 1987 Twins to make the playoffs and have a negative run differential. The 87 Twins won the World Series.
Oh, that's the thing, right? I mean,
that was not a good team. They would have finished in fourth place if they were in the other division. But they just were automatic at home. You couldn't see the damn ball at the Metrodome. And they were unbeatable at home. Had 1.5 good pitchers, Viola and Blyleven, and won the damn World Series.
Well, and they fired their manager today, actually. Rocco Baldelli is gone. No, so the thing is, the Padres, as I just said, probably an average team with an elite bullpen. Right. What if their starting pitchers all of a sudden now just are like, okay, we're going to give you 5 innings, and we're not going to give up anything. We turn it over to the pen.
Is King okay?
For 5 innings?
Right, but Vet and Darvish can do that.
Sure they can.
Yeah.
Paul, honestly, nothing surprises me right now. You can throw any scenario at me in the playoffs.
The Reds beat the Dodgers.
Sure, Hunter Green goes out there tomorrow, pitches 8 innings, strikes out 12, gives up 1 hit.
Think so?
But then...
They haven't won a playoff series since 1995.
Oh, it's been a minute.
Yeah. I don't like what the Dodgers are doing. Yamamoto has been unbelievable. You can't start Snell. They're going Snell, then Yamamoto.
I know it.
And then they left Kershaw off the roster. I know he's had his issues.
How about that?
Their bullpen sucks.
Oh, you're going to go...
You can't get this guy to give you 2 outs? Bring him in the 8th inning against a lefty?
And Tanner Scott is going to be on the roster.
Come
More
on.
blown saves than like anybody in baseball. But Kershaw's been fine.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the angle here for the Reds to truly beat them? Like I just said, I think Green has the capability of doing that. I think then Lodolo probably has to come back in game 2, do the same thing. And that also means, Paul, the top of this Dodgers lineup, their sticks are going to have to go silent the entire time. Because do we have that tweet on the Reds offense?
Yes, I have it. They are the first team in history to have no qualifying batter hit 270, 25 home runs, no pitcher won 15 games or had 200 strikeouts in a non-shortened season and yet still make the playoffs.
Yeah, so...
Well, also, like I told you last week, though, this is great. We have drama. Sunday was awesome. But these aren't good teams. The Mets were a joke down the stretch.
Sure they were.
The Reds are only a couple games over. I mean, you get this many teams in the playoffs, you're going to reward mediocrity.
I don't know. So what would be your best bet then for any of these, the series prices? Anything?
I like Detroit. I liked Skubal a lot tomorrow.
It's a short price.
I think they're going to get to Williams.
Being so, huh? You're going to throw the regular season matchups out, and I don't blame you for that. Really, what does that mean?
They can be loose now. All right, they choked. It happened. Like Russo said, they had the parachute. They still get in. Now here we go. You got Skubal going. You take game 1. You got it. Everything's for. How about the Seattle Mariners are the favorites to win the World Series?
Oh.
How about this?
Are you on board with that?
I am not on board.
Should they be?
I love the story. I hope they do it, but I just.
Do you agree with?
Because they don't have. I don't know what's going on with Wu. They can't go far without Wu.
I would agree with that. What do you think about Aaron Judge closing the season as a 340 favorite to win the MVP?
I don't agree with that either. That's too high. You can't go from an underdog, like plus 180 to minus 340 because they had a strong 3-game set to close, right? Great props, too, we'll give to you because by the time we're on the air, we'll have a game in the books tomorrow.
You're right.
Football meets flavor with VEASAN and Omaha Steaks. Built for the grill, Omaha Steaks smash burgers pre-smashed, crafted from premium-aged beef. Go from freezer to bun in 5 minutes with juicy, unforgettable flavor. You get 16 free smash burgers with any order of $129 or more, plus 50% off site-wide. omahasteaks.com/VEASAN. Minimum purchase may apply. See the site for details. The burgers are phenomenal.
Are we really going from the highest power-rated team in the league to this? I don't want to overreact, but it's coming up next here on VEASAN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
The originators, often imitated, never duplicated. It's time for I Don't Want to Overreact, but not that you are doing this anyways. But I don't want to overreact, but you can't take the WNBA seriously. This is a hot dog stand. In light of what happened last year, where the egregious calls went against Minnesota, the non-travel, and then the commissioner of the league, after New York won the title, had her dress of the New York City skyline.
Sure, why not?
What happened over the weekend was worse. Sunday afternoon, again, you're going head-to-head against the NFL, like you want people to tune in. The Fever extend the series and force a Game 5 tomorrow. Free throws, 34-11 in favor of Indiana. Wilson and Becky Hammond were incredulous after the game and couldn't believe it. And then what happened over the weekend, Friday night, Minnesota loses. Collier gets beat up, knocked out, gets hurt, out for the season. The Minnesota coach, Reeve, criticized the officials after the game, uses some profanity. They suspend her for the next game. It's a playoff game, and they suspended her because she ripped the officials. And the whole storyline all year from multiple coaches is, I can't believe how bad the officiating is in our sport. So she, like other gals and coaches, makes a comment about, we lost our best player. That was a foul. It wasn't called. It was a bleeping joke. They suspended her for a playoff game. Are you serious?
The whole thing's a circus. How can anybody take the league seriously? How? It goes all to last year and beyond.
Absolutely. It's embarrassing what happened. And then it's something against Minnesota, too. And then they go out and blow the lead and get beat. I don't want to overreact, but I see what people are saying already, and this has nothing to do with Survivor. This is all about what fans think, players, the confusion, what happens now. This new overtime system will not last long, regular season, in the NFL, because no one likes a tie. No one. So how does this work? We get the ball. What happens now? And the fact that Jordan Love, I've never been in a tie before. You're right. Little bizarre that there was still a second left. You usually expect the hometown cooking to go the other way. But I'm curious what you think. I don't think this is going to last long, because this is not going to be the only time we have a tie this season on the new rule.
The Cowboys should be what?
They should have two ties.
2-2?
Yeah, that's right.
On the year?
Right. How's that going to look in the standings as well? Absolutely. That for the Giant game should have been a tie.
You know what? If with the new rules, here's a new prop that needs to be posted. Will any team in the league finish with 2 or more ties? And it has to pay massive odds.
Yeah.
But it might be worth a swing.
Bad. It's going to be big in Survivor, though, too, out here.
And honestly, like, what would you make the prop for a season long, like how many ties we're going to have now?
Yeah.
Because it probably will happen more often than ever before.
Yep. And I don't want to overreact, but again, I want an explanation. I need this to be part of the documentary. How does this continue to happen? It defies logic. It doesn't make any sense. I'll ask Derek Stevens again tomorrow. This past week in Survivor again, 24 missed picks. Again, you're flushing 24 grand down the toilet.
Oh.
How does this happen in week 4? How does this happen last week? Week 1, you can understand. So what was Jeff Benson's comment, who works here, about people still don't understand the deadline? Mm-hmm. Or they think it's Sunday morning or whatever, and
that's him speculating.
Right. I don't understand how this can happen every single week with this many numbers. I don't care how many people are in the contest.
I got news for you. I'll ask you right now. I want you to answer this. How is it going to happen again this week? Because it will.
You think it'll be 24 again?
Well, it'll be a dozen.
But yeah.
It'll be 8, 10, 15, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, we will have multiple people in week 5 forget to get their picks in again.
Yep. And quickly, I hate the college football overtime. I can't stand it. It's stupid. There's no reason they should do. You got a huge game like Oregon and Penn State, and you just the stupid. Let's put the ball at the 25, kick it off, play 10 minutes, and then let's go. Or you want to say whoever scores first wins the game. You can't just put the ball at the 25. And that's the dumbest thing. I hate it.
No, you know what's dumber? Then they go to 2-point conversions.
Oh, that too. I know. That's another one.
If that's not Mickey Mouse, I don't know what is.
It's a total circus. and it could decide a playoff spot.
Right. Part of the reason why I love this segment so much, half serious, the other half of it is like a little tongue-in-cheek. I don't want to overreact, but is Baltimore missing the playoffs? They're 3-1 right now to miss at FanDuel. 3-1. I can't even imagine what the number was before the season, and they are 1-3. They are staring at Houston and the Rams this week before they get their bye. The Rams after that, I should say, at home. And now they have all these injuries. Lamar had to leave the game yesterday.
Don't know his status yet.
The Steelers are plus 250 in that range to win the division. I can't imagine another team would, with Joe Burrow being out and the Browns are the Browns. So,
yeah,
$1.65. I don't think we've ever seen this before.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, I don't want to overreact, but I'm concerned about a 4-0 team. And that would be a team that we talked about with Warren Sharp earlier. If you missed it, you can go back and listen to the Follow the Money podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Philly had 200 yards of offense, 7 punts, did not complete a pass in the second half. Only game in the last 2 years when a team did not complete a second half pass. Barkley, 19 for 43. The same team came back last week, miraculously. They had 288 yards of offense. They beat KC with 216. Wins over Dallas, at KC, the Rams, and at Tampa. That's a pretty damn good 4-game schedule. Coming up, they get Denver still. They're at Minnesota, the Giants twice, at Green Bay, Detroit, and at Dallas. But I guess the question is, what are we talking about here once they get this corrected, if they get it corrected? I don't want to overreact, but a wide receiver can't win the MVP, right?
I don't agree with that.
Right?
Oh.
Puka Nacua through 4 games, 50 targets, 42 catches, 503 yards. Cooper Kupp in 2021, maybe the best season ever by a wide receiver. Had 4 fewer targets at the same time, 12 fewer catches, 431 yards, so 82 less, and 5 touchdowns. Kupp finished with 191 targets. Puka is on pace for 200. Kupp finished with 145 catches. Puka is on pace for 178 catches. And Kupp finished with 1,947 yards. Puka's on pace for 2,138 in that neighborhood. What number would you take with him?
I mean, the second guy ever to do this with this start, what he's done?
What would it take, honestly?
Right, we're just so quarterback.
I know.
Quarterback.
Like, would a guy, if Puka Nacua has 150 catches,
okay,
2,000 yards, and we'll call it double-digit touchdowns.
Are they the 1 seed?
They're right there. They win 12 games.
Okay, yeah. I'd say, yeah. I'd say he's got to get it. Again, it goes back to you know what they're going to do, but you still can't stop it. You know where they're going. He play whatever. Adam. It helps to have Adams, but
he's also a threat running the ball now too.
Yeah.
I don't want to overreact, but the Titans, not the Saints. The Titans are the worst team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 1-3 ATS this year. They're catching a lot of points in these games. Can't cover numbers.
Yeah, you can throw out the 1 too.
I know.
But look, Denver gave him the ball 4 times.
They were 2-15 ATS last year. That's the worst mark of all time in any regular season. At least the Saints are a little spunky here. They give teams games. Like, they were in that yesterday. Did the Bills take them lightly? Sure, but give the Saints credit. Like, they had the ball in the second half with a chance to go down and in scoring position to take the lead. It didn't happen, but it's not like they're getting run out of the gym or off the football field playing these teams. Like Tennessee, it's getting worse for that team, not better. And I'd say the exact opposite for the Saints, and I don't want to overreact. You hate the tie in college. Do you think the tie's going to go bye-bye in the NFL? I like the tiebreaker system in Major League Baseball for the playoffs.
Yes.
To me, game 163 is unnecessary.
Yep.
You have 6 months to win more games as an organization. And in my opinion, you cannot determine, if you can't determine the 6 playoff teams after 162 games, then the system is truly flawed. Mm-hmm. You've had that many games over that amount of time, and you come down to the final day, sorry, we're going to go to a tiebreaker. You had that much time to win one more game. You couldn't do it. And if you lose a tiebreaker, there's next year. So I'm okay with no tiebreaker, none of the nonsense with the Mets or the Astros still being involved.
Oh, absolutely. Totally agree. Absolutely. Well done. And as NHL season drops October 7th, VSiN has you covered. Our NHL hub at VSiN.com/NHL is packed with team previews, futures, award markets, best season-long bets, new content and features rolling out all season. Everything from Stanley Cup contenders to player props in one place. Get ready for opening night at vsin.com/NHL.
Good weekend. Good weekend overall. How about those games? Did you have a problem? I see. I don't, because Saturday was loaded with so many games. I don't know. It's like we talked about that. Can you believe Alabama, Georgia's at the same time as Oregon and Penn State? You know what?
Okay.
We all have multiple TVs, pretty much. Or you have the multi-view now.
Yeah.
And the entire day was slammed with great games on paper.
I thought Washington would hang.
So did I.
Or Ohio State's defense is nasty.
Their defense is so good, man. We'll run down in-pocket plays. We'll recap that weekend and tell you what we're betting for tonight. Coming up here on Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Come to DSW for the shoes, stay for the fun. Because let's be honest, if shoe shopping isn't fun, are you even doing it right? So go ahead, try something new. Try something different. Good different. Try something that feels like you. You know, the real you. And then definitely brag about it later. Because at DSW, you've got unlimited freedom to play. With sneakers, boots, and everything in between for every style, mood, and occasion, you'll definitely find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. DSW, let us surprise you.
If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or personal loans, help is here. More and more Americans turn to credit cards to get by. National Debt Relief is helping qualified clients reduce what they owe. For many, continuing to struggle making minimum monthly payments could take years to pay off. National Debt Relief has already helped over 550,000 Americans reduce their debt by negotiating directly with their creditors. When you call, you'll be amazed at how much you can save and how quickly you can become debt-free. If you want off the debt treadmill, visit nationaldebtrelief.com today. You don't need to declare bankruptcy, and you may qualify for significant debt relief. To find out what savings you may qualify for, simply visit nationaldebtrelief.com. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
The guy has an algorithm to determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3 to 1 odds. Nope. 5 to 1. Nope. 10 to 1. You're on.
All right. Some winners, some losers. Nothing great. I did nail the Reds thing. I just couldn't believe the price that the Reds, a game back with the tiebreaker, were 3 to 1 to make the playoffs, and how bad the Mets have been playing. And not only do the Mets lose 2 out of 3 in Miami, they get shut out with that $300 million payroll on the final day of the season when the Reds also lost. What a way to close the season.
They went to Diaz, I think, in the 5th inning yesterday, 4th or the 5th inning.
Did they?
Because they were in so much trouble.
I'm glad that he owned it afterwards. I feel kind of bad for the guy. But Maneo was so good last year. And he just said, it starts with me. I couldn't stay healthy. I was awful. And
you know, the whole time, Paul, though, like we were trying to come up with which team is going to make it. I know you had the Reds eventually minus 130. But we were kicking around other teams, Giants 12 to 1.
I had some of that.
Diamondbacks were big.
Yeah.
It was right there for us the entire time. And it was the Mets to miss at a huge number.
That was a good price. Yep. You're right. So the Reds make it winner. Red Sox to miss 6 to 1, no good. Royals to make it plus 440. They fell apart. Giants 8, 10 to 1. They had the lead. They actually had the lead for the final wild card. And then they had a 2-9 run, and Bob Melvin got fired today. How about that? Vikings money line loser against the Steelers. No overtime game this week, week 4. Tough one with what happened last night. Chargers, Giants under. The ATM continues. This bet game's under if the Giants are at home and if the Giants are underdogs. Or if it's September or October, another one. 23-2 under run. Giant home game since 2019, September, October. Crazy. Dicker over 1.5. Couldn't get there. Kicking props went 2 and 3 this week. Will there be a shutout Friday in Major League Baseball? No. Plus 425 cash. I think there were 5 or 6 yesterday. And the Guardians go down Friday against the Mariners. All the new plays. I like the Rams. I bet that early. That was 3 against the Niners. That has gone crazy. That was the look-ahead line. Now Purdy doesn't look like he's going to go. More injuries for the Niners. That's up to 5.5. And I like the Rams a lot. McVay's been great in this spot on Thursday nights. Seahawks laying 3 against Tampa. Tigers to win the series against Cleveland, $1.15. Fields to have 40 yards rushing or more, minus 180. Chiefs, 180 on the money line against Jacksonville Monday night. Ollie Gordon, anytime touchdown, plus 290. Bo Nix, longest rush, over 11.5. Good luck, everyone.
Back at you, Paulie. Recapping the plays from the weekend. Aaron Rodgers did stay under 213.5 passing yards. That was with that long 80-yard touchdown pass to DK
right?
Metcalf. Yeah,
No.
Oh, yeah. I think he had 200. So didn't do much there. That's, again, the Vikings were just bad on defense in that spot, and Kenneth Gainwell ran all over him as well.
Yep.
This is something really to monitor with Quentin Johnson.
Okay.
13 targets again yesterday, 8 for 98 and a touchdown. He's got 4 scores on the year already. He's averaging 15.3 yards per catch. He flew over the 49 and doubled it up, in fact, yesterday, over 49.5 receiving yards. And he is turning into, especially with the game state and they're down the entire time, they're going to be throwing the football. He is emerging here right in front of us as like Herbert's number 1 weapon. And then Turpin got over by the hook.
How about that?
Now, that's the only bet that I have in pocket here. I ended up laddering him last night for smaller bets. They did not cash, but they took shots to him a couple of times.
Yeah.
And they had chances to really break it open. But so that's why I'm really questioning the Green Bay defense overall. Dallas did a damn good job against that team last night. And so those are the old plays. Moving forward here. I'll expand on this coming up in the next half hour on prime time. But Justin Fields over 13.5 for the longest rush tonight.
Yeah, like it.
And for next Sunday, this is the timing of this today was pretty remarkable because on the Sunday show, I told you about 2 sneaky teams I like for Survivor yesterday. One was New England, the other one was Atlanta. I like to do that every week.
Yeah,
look at sneaky teams for Survivor. And I was literally looking at the schedule for this week, and I said, Saints are a sneaky team to consider this week in Survivor against the Giants. Within minutes, I got a text from somebody who I completely respect and said, I am going to be all over the Saints this week.
Oh, my God.
So I am, and this is also trying to get, this number has been moving now. Giants were 2.5 earlier today. This is at Circa. It's not a huge bet, a smaller bet, because it is Spencer Rattler, and he's never won a game. But I'm taking the Saints pick 'em here at Circa, like every other book's 1.5 right now. So yeah, I'm betting on a guy who's never won a game in the NFL.
G-Bank built with sports bettors in mind. Right now, you can earn a $50 cashback reward bonus once you're approved and your account's open with the G-Bank Visa Signature Card. Most credit card, street sportsbooks, and gaming transactions as cash advances, even when it's your own money. G-Bank treats them as regular purchases. No cash advance fees. You save up to 3 to 5% on every deposit. 1% cash back on all eligible sportsbooks and gaming transactions. 2% cash back on everything else you buy. Apply now, VSiN.com/GBank, baby. VSiN.com/GBank. I don't want to
I got there right before you did.
I don't want to overreact, but that announcement at halftime was dog bleep. I cannot believe Bad Bunny is doing the halftime show. You can take it away. That is outrageous. And I know we can't agree on anything. He will get destroyed. With the tweets.
You can see it from a mile away. From a year away or whatever it is. Yeah.
God, that's terrible.
Okay, so we got to stop. We got to stop sitting here pounding the table for Metallica. It's never going to happen. They're never going to have a rock band ever again. It's going to be to cater to the younger demo for sure. They're going to try to get teenage girls involved in watching the Super Bowl.
That's ridiculous, though. That's ridiculous. Everyone watches the Super Bowl.
But why complain?
Why can't you have rock, though?
It's never. But here's the thing: go beat your head against a brick wall because it's going to do no good. They're never going to do it.
Yeah, I understand.
And that's
but I can still complain, and I can still say, why aren't you trying to get? You don't have to just aim it to one demographic. Everyone watches the Super Bowl.
Of course, okay. But this is why we were really pushing for it this time. It's the second time now that they're going to have the Super Bowl in Santa Clara with that new stadium, right?
Yeah.
And Metallica's from there. This is it. And again, you could have Miley Cyrus. She's performed with them before, and it sounds good, right? You could have that. But here's a hot take for you. It's still not as bad as when they had Coldplay over Metallica 10 years ago.
Most agree, yeah.
Coldplay's worse than Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
But this is going to...
I don't care.
My first thought was he is going to get absolutely smoked. It doesn't matter how good it is. He's going to get killed for his halftime show.
Yep.
And I don't want to...
You can say, I don't care. I'll just get a suite at the Sphere, and I'll watch Metallica when they have the residency, and then, F you, Goodell.
Okay, so... Evidently, it came to my attention as well before last week when the debut was coming out. They dropped it at the theater last week for another battle. One battle after another, right?
Yeah.
It was 10-1 last week at this time. It dropped to minus 125.
Yes.
I went to go see it on Friday night. 2.5 hours. DiCaprio is awesome. I didn't even know Sean Penn's in the movie. You're going to hate... Everybody is going to absolutely despise Sean Penn.
Why? The character?
The character, yeah. But you're going to love DiCaprio because when your ex hit megabucks for $17 million, the first time I came over to her brand new 7,000 square foot mansion to watch games with you, you wore your robe the entire time. And I don't know if you had anything underneath the robe. I don't know. You won't go change.
I had shorts on.
Leonardo DiCaprio wears the robe in
the
entire movie.
No. My kind of guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I
once ate Thanksgiving dinner in a bathrobe.
So would I like to have 10-1 in pocket for best picture?
Right.
I would.
Uh-huh.
Am I telling people you need to go bet minus 150 or whatever's right now? I would not. Partially because I'm not up on all these other movies. And I also think the Smashing Machine, which debuts like next week or whatever, I think that's going to take off. I'd rather have Smashing Machine at 25-1, not even knowing about the movie yet, not even watching it yet.
Yeah.
And it's not the best movie of all time. So just stop it right there.
Yeah.
But we went to go see it in IMAX. It's very good.
Good.
It's unique, and I don't even know what the comp is to the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Black Rabbit, B-. Ran out of steam. Great start, ran out of steam. Very similar in terms of Your Friends and Neighbors. Unbelievable start, but it's just they didn't have enough for 8-9 episodes. Your Friends and Neighbors, great close. I can't say the same about Black Rabbit, but I do recommend it.
All right.
Props here quickly. Will any team throw a 3-pitch inning, 13-1, immaculate inning plus 850, 4 home runs in a game, 50-1, cycle 11, triple play 9-1. Interesting stuff for the playoffs at DraftKings. Caesars will add some stuff, I'm sure, tonight or tomorrow.
We're going to hang out for another half an hour tonight with the boys on VSiN Primetime. Tim Murray and Matt Youmans will really get into these two games, one of which is starting in like 20 minutes. But I'll expand on why I like the Justin Fields prop to go over longest rush coming up next.